guinea pig!
Hi, I'm Eileen. Welcome to my kitchen. Y'all, I'm getting ready to fix supper for me and Piggy.
No.
And what I'm doing is what I'm calling a skillet stuffed pepper. And basically because I'm not baking them and I'm not using the whole peppers, I'm using chopped up pepper. So it's a skillet dish and not a baked dish. Too hot to cut that oven on, y'all.
Right.
So what I've got here, I've got 3/4 pound of hamburger meat. And if y'all that don't know, that's 12 ounces of hamburger meat. And I know because I weighed it. And I have salt, pepper, some Italian.
And it is fresh meat.
Yeah, this was fresh ground this morning. I've got 2 cups of liquid, which is the tomato juice drained off of a can of diced tomatoes, plus water enough to make 2 cups. Okay. I have some garlic, diced onion, diced bell pepper, a cup of rice, some shredded cheese, the tomatoes, that can of tomatoes, and I have some chopped cilantro. And what I'm going to do is basically I'm going to cook my hamburger meat, and I'll season it here in just a second with the salt and pepper, and add the onions and bell pepper to this. And I'm not adding any oil or shortening or nothing like that because there's going to be plenty of fat coming off this hamburger meat. Because you can actually see the fat in the hamburger meat. And y'all, when I say this stuff was fresh ground this morning,
It was fresh ground this morning.
he went to the back where he was grinding it and bagged it up for me. If that tells y'all anything.
Yeah, they didn't have none out in the thing yet. He was working on getting some for out there.
Yep.
So that's where he went and got that, was what he had just fresh ground.
Okay.
Right off the top.
I'm going to salt and pepper to taste, y'all. I found I have to use a little bit more salt nowadays than I used to. But that's just me. You use what salt you want. That's entirely up to you. Same with pepper. I'll put that back up there, out of the way.
Pepper is a thing of to taste. What
Yeah.
your taste for pepper is.
That's it. I mean, a lot of people cannot tolerate pepper, so they don't eat pepper.
There's a lot of things I wouldn't be able to tolerate not having pepperoni.
Right, that is my bell pepper that I'm adding to this. Like I said, this is just one small or medium, I think it's a small bell pepper that Piggy cut up for me. And I'm not using this whole onion. I've got 1 onion plus some in here. So I'm probably going to use maybe about half of this. And I'll put the lid on the rest and let Piggy put it in the refrigerator for me.
Ain't that so nice, her?
Hey, I'm always nice about things.
Let me do stuff like that.
I'm saying. So while this cooks down, ooh, y'all, I threw a piece of onion at Piggy.
Well, Patsy came to check it out. And she's looking up at me.
Like, what is that?
And she has now left it. Like, that ain't meat.
So like I said, I'm going to cook this down, let that cook through, and then when we come back, I will add the tomatoes, the rice, the Italian, and other things that need to be added.
And the Italian ginger, not for nothing homestead.
Yes.
So, good stuff. Trust me.
Alright, I'm going to add about a teaspoon of the garlic. You can put that in the refrigerator. And we'll stir this in real good. And y'all, I've already taken quite a bit of the grease out of this. I've moved everything to the side, used a couple paper towels and soaked it up. Alright. Now, dry that off. I know that spoon's not going to fit in there, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to about half teaspoon, 3/4 teaspoon of Italian. A little of that really goes a long way, y'all. Put that back on there, right? Then I'm going to add the tomatoes. And the cheese and the cilantro will be the last things I add. So once this gets done, I've got that right there stirred in. I will add the rice to this. And I'm going to add the 2 cups of tomato juice and water. Okay. Stir this up. Make sure the rice is covered. Oh yeah, y'all can only smell this. That smells so good. Okay, I'm going to cover this. And I'm going to put this on about medium-low heat. And I'm going to let it cook for about 20 to 25 minutes. So I'll put it on 22 just to be on the safe side. And I'll finish up when that gets done. Okay, this is done except for the cheese and cilantro. What I'm going to do, since that cheese has been sitting out, it's a little bit soft, so that's a good thing. It'll melt easy. I'm going to put the cheese on top. Y'all, I don't waste cheese if I can help it.
Oh no. There's a cardinal sin around here.
Cheese is good stuff. Okay, so I've got the cheese on there. I'm going to sprinkle the cilantro on there. If you don't like cilantro, don't eat cilantro. You know, you can use parsley if you want parsley. If you don't want parsley, don't eat it. You know, it's just up to you. This is just my little recipe I'm going by. I'm going to put the lid back on it for about another 3 to 5 minutes and let that melt down. And when we come back, we will be doing a taste test.
All right.
All right, now this is how it looks. I don't know if I'm tempted to let Piggy get a picture of it before I dip in or not.
How about picture now? Dip.
Yep.
And you can decide if you want to pick that way.
I'll go ahead and put one there just in case, and I'll choose the one I like the best. I'm not going to put a great lot on each plate. Just we can always add more if we want it, right, Piggy?
Yep. Well, the one's going to show the surface in the pan. This one's going to show surface and the insides.
Okay.
There we go.
All right. There's your fork, Piggy. There's my fork. Oh, man. Now
Y'all know
looks-
what time it is now.
That looks good. It smells good. If it tastes half as good as it smells, I'm just saying.
It ought to be awesome.
It's so hot. Look, look. Mm. Like it, Piggy?
Yep, that's good.
Well, y'all, I thank you for watching. Hope you have a great day. Bye, y'all. Bye, y'all.
Work, Bible.